take questions for Samuel. To Shannon first.
Hey, Samuel, how important was it for you guys to make a statement tonight after the Wisconsin game and just knowing this was a big chance to start the ACC with the schedule with a win?
It was extremely important. Since Saturday, really, all of us couldn't wait to just get that bad taste out of our mouth of our last performance. So, we've been eager for Tuesday to come and for this game to come tonight because we just want to get back in the win column, and that's what we did tonight. And like you said, first game of ACC, this is when the real season starts, and it's the first step of complete one of our goals of winning an ACC championship. So we're off to a good start.
Go to Michael and then to Jody.
Hey, Samuel, Michael McCammon, Cardinal Authority. Came into the game, Pittsburgh #2 in the league in rebounding, so clearly that seemed to be an emphasis. You and David both end up with double-doubles. How big of a point did Coach Mack make that in your preparation for Pittsburgh, particularly for you two guys?
Really not just any 2 or 3 guys. It was all of us, and it was a huge point that we talked about the last few days in practice. They're a really physical team, one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the country. Although they were out 2 of their best players or 2 of their best offensive rebounders, I still think we did a great job, on the glass, like you said, and it was the key to this game, matching the physicality on the glass, on the backboards.
Samuel, hey, it's Jody Demling with Cardinal Authority. When you look at the turnovers, Coach was talking about, obviously you have to cut down the 17, but I think 3 or 4 of the turnovers where guys maybe just stepped on the out of bound on the end line. I think you did one, David did one. Is that concentration stuff, or I guess take us through a couple of those turnovers and how do you cut those out?
I think we just got to be smarter. We got to be more aware of our spacing on the court. Like mine in the corner was silly. There was nobody near me. I shouldn't have been close to the out of bounds line, and we do need to clean up the turnovers. I think I had 4 tonight. It's unacceptable, and it will get fixed. But if we can get those turnovers down, I think it would be key for our team.
Other questions for Samuel? To Shannon.
Josh Nickelberry played his first game tonight. You've seen him practicing and doing drills for weeks. What was it like to see him actually be part of your team out there participating in a game, and what were your impressions of how he did tonight?
It was awesome. Josh has been through a lot the last year and a half. He's had, a few injuries that I'm sure have been really tough for him. He came out and shot the first 3 tonight, and that was the one that he missed. And I'm like, Josh, you good? I was like, you back, you good now. You got that shot out the way. He's like, keep shooting. And it came down a few possessions later and hit a 3. So that was real nice to see because Josh is a hard worker, and like I said, he's been through a lot, especially these last few weeks, just trying to get out on the court. So he played well. He took a charge. We took a few charges tonight, so that was good, and I was happy to see him out there tonight.
2 more questions from Michael and then to Russ.
Hey, Sam, you guys probably haven't shifted gears yet to Kentucky, but obviously that's a big game coming up. Have you had an opportunity to see them at all this year, and what are your thoughts at this point?
Yeah, I've seen them just on TV and stuff, but from a scouting perspective, I haven't really sat down and watched them and watched their offense, watched their defense. But when they're on, I'll see some of the game or I'll see some of the highlights. But that's really it.
Last question from Russ.
Yeah, Sam. Being new to this area, of course, how much did you get into the Kentucky rivalry last year, and you looking forward to it again this year?
What's that question?
Oh, I said, how much did you, being away, not from Kentucky, obviously, how much did you get into the rivalry last year, and is it even more important this year, or how do you feel about that?
Well, I think it's always important. From the jump, as soon as I committed here, I understood how big of a rivalry is. I think it's one of the best rivalries in college basketball, if not the best. So I understood the importance of the game. And, last year, this year, I'm just really excited. This is, the game everybody talks about all year, Louisville versus Kentucky. So, I'm excited these next few days to get out there and practice and prepare and get ready for these guys on Saturday.
Thank you, Samuel. We'll be back shortly with David Johnson.
Thank you, guys.